Well, welcome back everybody. It's AK Dad Stuff. Today we're going to change the oil and the filters on the Kubota B2601. This is the 50-hour service. I haven't put many hours on it in the year and a couple months that I've had it. I think I'm at 51.5 hours. I may be slow, but I do poor work, so we'll see how this goes. And I want to tell you that the Kubota dealer equipment source is great people to deal with, easy. They talk you right through it, and every time I go there they throw in a new hat. So I got a new hat. I don't know if you've noticed, but the other thing is I talked to them about one of the problems that I've read about and watched on YouTube was when you change that transmission filter, you lose all your fluid, so you got to be really quick. And I asked them if there was a secret trick to that, and they said, nope, you just got to be quick. So, because you have to change the filter, but not change the fluid. So I wasn't sure how to go about doing that, but this could be really messy. So stick around, let me know what you think. Thanks. Okay, as you can see, right here on the Kubota, we have two drain plugs, one on each side. It kind of straddles the drive shaft there. So we got to take those out in order to get the oil out of the tractor. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I think this is a 14 millimeter. However, there's so darn much paint on there that I think you have to use a 15 just to get over the paint, but then a 14 works later. But so here we go with the first one. Let's see what we got here. There it is. Woo! Let's see, do I got my... I think my my little washer is stuck on there, so we're gonna have to get that off of there when that's done draining. But I've already loosened these up a little here, so that might be cheating, but we'll see. Now my Kubota dealer recommended that I go with the 10W30 instead of the 15 something because it's a lighter oil. I'm going to loosen my oil cap. So then that's going to go. There we go. Now she's flowing. There we go. And I think the book says 3.3 quarts. So we'll get that all drained out of there. And then we'll pull this filter off. That's going to be a mess, I think. Now, I don't know if you can see this over here. This oil filter, I don't know if I like this, but that radiator hose is right up against that oil filter. That could be a bugger. I hope that ain't a problem coming off, but we're going to see. And you know, Kubota paints their filters gray because of in the factory, I think they paint everything all at one time, but then your replacement filters are white. And so you can't trick your dealer into thinking that you changed your oils when you didn't, unless you want to take the time, I suppose, to paint your filter. But who would do that? That'd be stupid. I'm really worried about that hose, man. That filter's really on there tight. I suppose this is going to make a big mess. Let's try to minimize that mess. I don't know if that's going to work. And we got to make sure that we got that rubber seal off of there. Because we don't want a double seal. that hose puts tension on that filter. I don't know if I like that. I'll close that up while I'm at it. The other things you're supposed to check is you're supposed to grease all your fittings and everything like that at your 50-hour service too. And check your start, all your safety switches. You're supposed to check those. And but that filter, I guess, come off there okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and date this filter, and because even if you don't hit your 200-hour mark, you should change your oil probably once a year. So I'm going to go ahead and date this for today, which is the 14th, and it has 51.8 hours. So there you go. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little oil on that seal and screw it on there, and then we'll put the plugs back in and add some oil. And then we're gonna try not to put it on there quite so tight this time. But that darn hose, man. We're getting there. There's no grip in that thing. I just put a little, I don't usually like to do this, but I'm going to put a little tension on it here just to make sure that it's not leaking. There we go. Oil filter done. So let me put the plugs back in the bottom, and then we'll be all set. I got to remember to get that washer off of there. Let me move this out the way. And we're going to clean up the mess. Yeah, I'm missing that washer, so that washer's got to be right there. Yep, right there it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and screw that back on there. Maybe. There we go. Put this one back in there. Ready? Mm-hmm. Here we go. Whoop, making a mess. We'll have to wipe that up or we'll have a horrible problem. Let me look and see where we're at. All right, so we're at about, that'd be 1 quart, 2 quarts. So we're at about 1.5 quarts left. So that means out of 4, so that's 2.5. We're at about 3. Give another little shot here, and then we'll start it and check it. All right. fancy Kubota bag right there for all my supplies. Alright, check for leaks. I don't see the filter leaking. I don't see the plugs leaking. Let me check the level of oil, or oil as some of you might say. Right where we need to be, that's perfect. So oil's done. Now the other thing I'm going to do later, but I'll probably do it off camera, is I'll change the, or check the air filter and stuff. I didn't buy one. I probably should have, but it didn't say that we needed to, so we'll be doing that in a little bit too. So we're going to move on to the transmission and the hydraulic filters next. Okay. The hydraulic filter. This is the one that's relatively easy. We're probably going to lose a little fluid, but we shouldn't lose very much. So we'll do that one next. And then we'll do the one that's supposed to cause the big mess last. So hang on here. Let me get this filter ready just in case fluid starts squirting out everywhere. I don't expect that, but you never know. Now I can't even open the package. I don't have any oil to squirt out or to lay on there, I guess, but I got a little here. Get that ready to go. Okay. So here we go. We're going to see how much of a mess this one makes. Get that out of the way. Now I'm grunting like Scotty Kilmer. That's what he would do. I've already dated this filter, so this should be... Alright, get that out the way. I don't want to knock the filter over, because I don't want to get any crud in it. But here we go. Oh boy, here we go. That's bad. Come on. Woo! Well, that's a bad one. I didn't expect that on that filter, but it's on now. I thought the other one was going to be the leaky one, but maybe they're both going to be leaky. I don't know. But we got it on there. Now, just snug that up a little. There we go. All right, so that one's done. All right, so now we're going to change the transmission fluid. This is the one that I thought was going to make the biggest mess, but I'm hoping that it doesn't leak quite as much as the other one did, because I got to be really quick here. So we're going to get it loose, and I'm going to try to position myself. get a hold of the other one. I did buy extra fluid just in case. Well, that ain't the one that was... Ha! How about that? That ain't bad at all. Let me make sure that that rubber seal came off of that one. There we go. And just give her a little snug. We'll be all set. All right. So that's it. Now I'm just going to check the hydraulic fluid level, see how much I lost when I changed that filter, and we'll be done. So let's do that right now. All right. So I've checked the fluid. It is indeed down. I only bought 1 quart of this hydraulic fluid, and I'm hoping that's going to be enough to bring it up to the level. Because my Kubota dealer isn't open on the weekends, which is kind of a sucky kind of thing. But I'm going to go ahead and add this fluid, and we'll see if it's enough. See if I can get in there. The trouble is that this fluid is so clear, it's difficult to see whether or not it's on your stick. Okay. Let me just wipe that off. Let's see what we got here on my stick. It looks low for sure, man. I cannot see that. So let's put more in there. Probably going to take the whole quart. All right, it indeed did. I put the whole quart in there. Let me put the cap back on just so we don't get no goop down in there. So clear. There is fluid on the stick. So let me just let that settle here a minute. Maybe we'll start the tractor and let that circulate. That's what we'll do. Let's see what happens. Because I know the levels are different depending on whether it's warm or hot. One last check. Looks like I'm going to need another quart of that fluid probably. But I can get some. I don't have to go to the Kubota dealer. I suppose I could get the off brand, I suppose, but all right. All right, so I'm done with the service for now. I'm going to keep an eye on that fluid, probably add some more, and but I think all in all it went pretty well. I don't know how much fluid I actually lost in that changing that filter, but it was obviously more than a quart. So I'm going to put this back together, check all the fluids again. I'm going to grease the loader and grease everything else that needs to be greased, and we'll call it good. So until next time, stick around, click the like button, click subscribe, and tell all your friends. See ya.